Hey, I'm Jim Richards. Hope you have a great day. I am having a wonderful day because I have just been meditating on and reading the scriptures where in the book of Colossians where it talks about how that Jesus made a show. He stripped all principality, all power, and he made a show of them openly by triumphing over them. Well, in the Greek language of the New Testament, that actually says because he triumphed over them and he gave us the triumphal procession. Now, in the ancient world, when a king went out and fought a battle against another king and won, he came back and they had a feast and they had a celebration, but then they had to turn and go back to war. But when the enemy king had been conquered or killed, and whenever his generals and the people around him that were helping him and supporting him and using their power to help him win battles, they were conquered or killed. So what would happen would be there would be a triumphal procession. And a triumphal procession was only done when the war was won, when it was absolutely over, when that king was stripped completely and could no longer fight, could no longer threaten anybody. Well, in those days, many times when they would catch an enemy king who had been terrorizing the nation, when they would catch that king, oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes they would actually gouge his eyes out. They'd cut off his thumbs so he couldn't hold a sword or weapon of warfare. They'd cut off his big toes sometimes so he couldn't stand up and threaten anybody. And so what happens is this. They would tie a rope to him, and the other end would be tied to the winning king's horse or saddle, and they would drag him through the streets. They wanted every single person to come out and spit on him, to throw trash at him, to pelt him with rocks. Because the thing that victorious king wants them to know is you never have to fear this enemy again. I have taken care of you. I have protected you. Well, that's exactly what Jesus did. But the problem is, evidently, we didn't show up for the parade because it seems like most people think that Jesus has not really conquered the devil and we got to fight at him and scream and fight and carry on. Well, I got good news for you. He is a defeated foe. And you can live in that victory starting now. And you never have to be afraid of him again. You never have to fight and scream at him again. You just have to walk in the victory that is yours through the Lord Jesus. You know something, if you want to hear more about this, if you will click below and subscribe, I'll send you a link to an incredible message. It's going to help you understand this battle is won and you don't have to keep fighting it. So if you're ready to enter into a whole new level of peace and remove a whole lot of fear from your life, be sure and click below. I'll talk to you this Thursday.